Okay, friends, this is the lighting console at the Gaslight Theater. It is the ETC Element console. In order to turn it on, you push this button, you wait for it to boot up, and then you hit the start up little button over here, mouse. We have a keyboard that you can sit over here or on your lap or whatever. You will see these different numbers on the screen. Those correspond to your fixtures. There is this toggle that you can go with channels 1 through 40, 41 through 80, 81 through 120, and then submasters, and we'll talk about those in a minute. Whatever you have this selected on, it changes these faders to that channel count. So 1 through 40 starts 1, goes all the way through 40, and we have written these in like pencil on the tape on the console. But you'll see if I'm on that, it will start raising and lowering lights for the ones that are on dimmers. So 99% of our lights are just dimmers, and they're manual change out gels, manual move, all that stuff. We do have 4 moving lights, which I have written their channel numbers down here. Now, for moving lights, it's gonna be way easier to manipulate them with the moving light control, which is right here on your screen. You need to first select those channels in order to actually start moving them. So you'll notice down here, I've written down moving light channel numbers. So we have audience left, which is the bar out here over the audience. Audience left bar is 53. So if I go 53 and then say at full and then hit enter, you'll actually see it down there. It's down there pointed on the ground. Let me move it up so you can see a little bit. All right, so now you can see it's kind of pointed over there at that speaker. I'm actually moving it. So let me show you how to move that light around if you're just wanting to access that. So there is a little moving light feature right here at the top right-hand corner of the screen. So since I've selected 53, you'll notice it's called R1X Wash 14 channel. Shows you all the pan, tilt, all that, the channel number. Easiest way to manipulate it, the moving light feature. So it's got a little pan tilt. You can click that little sun little icon looking thing. And as I move that around, I'm holding my mouse in and clicking, you can see it moving around the stage. Now there's a little thing here called TK ball underneath that pan tilt. You can click that in and then it makes your mouse without you having to hold the mouse button down as the light mover. So I'm moving the mouse around like this. I don't have anything held in and I'm able to move the light around the room. So let's just pretend that we want to make that light stay right there on those stairs. I'm gonna click to take that TK ball thing off. I have it pointed there. Okay, but now we want to make it like yellow. So you'll notice the color thing over here on that moving light control, and I can manipulate and point it to whatever color I want on there, make it yellow. So there you go. We also, there's some pan tilt features here. There's the intensity feature, which is the actual fade in and out for that. So I'm actually fading that in and out. I'm clicking and dragging that. If I click that intensity feature, I can actually use this little fader wheel, jog wheel thing to go up and down with that. I'm gonna just put it back up to the front there. And then let's see. So there is a little side scroller deal to go over and access more controls over here, because there's actually a zoom. So if I wanted to zoom I could really spot it down. If I zoom it all the way in, that spots it down. So I'm actually making that go all the way up there. If you'll notice, up spots it in, and then zooming it out washes it out. So let's just say we want to make some little spotlight there on the stairs. I don't know. Let's see here. Perfect. All right, great. So there are all sorts of different color combinations. You can just kind of play with these things. There's different shutter, strobe, speeds, all that stuff. But that is how you manipulate your actual moving light there. So let me show you if you wanted to do them. I do have the moving lights as groups. But for right now, I'm going to get out of the moving light control, and then I'm going to hit what's called clear, and then sneak, enter. That will just slowly fade out every single thing that I've done on the actual console. Clear, sneak, enter. Okay, so I am going to show you, we have the moving lights. You can access them via channel like that, or you can access them via group because I have created groups. So I'm gonna go to group 1 at full and then hit enter. So you'll notice down there, those two lights that I have put at full, or 100% of their faded value, are the two over the audience bar. Again, I'm going to access the moving lights, controls, scroll back over here to my little pan tilt thing, and then let's just say we want to throw both of them on the actual stage as a giant stage wash. And that is moving both of them at the same time because I have that group selected. If I wanted to just select one, I could get out of my moving lights control just by clicking out of it over here. And then say I want to not select 53 on this time, so I just select off of it. And then you could do, 21, which down here, if you'll notice, is the audience right. And then only move that one now. See, so that one on the left stayed where it was, but then I'm just moving the audience right one. Let's just say we want to point it over the little side stage or something. There you go, that'll work. Okay, so again, I can change the color in that moving light control, but it's only going to change the color of the one I actually have selected. So, all right, again, I'm gonna do clear, sneak, enter to make everything go bye-bye. And I'll show you if I go group 2 at full, enter, you'll notice it's the two over the top of the stage. Access the moving light control. Again, I can move those around together. And this is just a starting point for everything. So you guys can pull those up quickly if you want to wash out the top of the stage or whatever you'd like to do. So again, let's make them green, I don't know, blue. There you go, beautiful. So those are the only two groups that I have automatically programmed in. I can go over recording groups with you if you'd like. We're going to probably program some more groups soon as we get the rest of the dimmers where we want them. So let me show you the dimmers real quick. All I did was clear, sneak, enter again there. So this is the dimmer situation. We don't really have a label for where they are, but if you just go down these faders, again, I'm gonna start at 1 through 40. If you hit the button, it will put it at full, so you can actually go through and find which light you want by clicking these little buttons, and that just puts it at full real quick. So it looks like 1 through 3 is nothing right now, unless it's behind the stage. Oh, there's 2 that looks like that 3 has a gel on it. 1 and 2 either behind the screen that I can't see, or something's going on, but 3 is there. So again, I'm manipulating it with that one, and it looks like it has a blue gel on it right now. There's 4, it's hard to see, sorry. 5, nothing there. 6, nothing there. 7. So we're just kind of going down the way here, and that is how, oh, yep, so there's some more with some gels on them. That's how you actually can find out where your lights are and where you want them. So let's just say for some reason I wanted this number 4 on, and then I wanted whatever, let's find another one. Oh, looks like something more obvious here. Let's get to, oh, there we go. Okay, there's a down spot there. Okay, so we want those 2 on, and then I'm gonna put in a mover in front of the audience. Let's go to 21. So I can go channel 21 at full, enter. You'll notice it's down there. I can click my mover thing. I can put it up on the stage now. And let's just say I want to spot it down. So again, moving it over here, zooming it in. Perfect. And I want that to be, I don't know, pink. Beautiful. Okay, so let's just pretend that's our first cue. We have all this set. Now we go to our cue record. It's easy on the board. So this is our look that we want for cue 1. And we would go record cue 1. And then the all-important enter. Now you'll notice up here, once I have that little diamond, that means it's good to go. So now we have recorded cue 1. So I'm going to hit clear, sneak, enter, excuse me, clear, 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 and clear, sneak, enter, I believe. Nope, we're still in cue 1. No matter what I do, it's going to stay in cue 1. Unless I go to cue, there's a go to cue button, 0. And that should put me out, I believe. There we go. It's slowly fading out. So now I'm at 0, which is nothing. But if I wanted to go to my cue that I created, go to cue 1, you can hit go to cue 1. And then I'm about to hit enter. Ready? Enter. And then it goes to my cue and it brings in the lights that I programmed. So that will also be in sequential order on my cue list, which, let's get up to the cue list. Going to show you, there's this little plus button down here and you can add a window. So we want to go to our cues right there. So now here's our cue list. You'll see cue 1 right here. So we can go back, our little stop back, that will go back to 0, which is nothing. And then if I wanted to move and just go to my first cue, I could hit the go button. Go. And it's going. So there we are. So that is a very, very basic way to do a show, and probably the way we're going to do it 99% of the time. So as we do and manipulate the different things, either the moving lights or the dimmers, we're recording cues. Let's just do another one real quick just to make it easy. So I'm going to go back to 0 here. I'm going to go into live mode. There are 2 modes on this console, live blind or patch, but we're not really going to use that. Blind is to manipulate things on the console without it showing up over here. Live is to manipulate things on the console and it showing up over here. We're going to use live 99% of the time because you're going to be recording your cues before the actual show and everything like that. So I'm going to do all 4 movers, right? So we're going to record cue 2. I'm going to go to group 1 at full, which is my 2 out over the audience. I'll probably write that down over here. And then I'm going to go group 2 at full, and those are the 2 on stage. I'm going to make them all point in a direction. Let's leave the 2 over that, and then let's make it like a yellowish. And I'm using the motion control lights over here again to do that little button here. So I got a yellow kind of stage going there. And then I'm going to go, let's make sure I have group 1 selected. And then I just hit group 1, enter, and then my motion control again. And I'm going to move those up on the stage. Let's wash out the screen back there. And let's make that blue for some reason, or like a black light. Sweet, okay. And then we're going to go ahead and add in one of our, let's go down here to like 81. Nothing there, sorry. Oh, there you go. Okay, 82. It's just a regular old dimmer right there. Oh, and 83, 4, something like that. I'm just gonna put up a bunch of stage lights. Trying to, let's go back up to 41 here. There we go. All right. we have a lot of stuff going on now. You'll see over here as I'm manipulating things, certain things are at full, whatever. Any of these red things means that I have manipulated those fixtures. So we're gonna go ahead and click record, Q2, enter. Don't forget to hit the enter. And then once you hit enter, ready, set, go, you'll see that little diamond. It means it's good. So now we're going to go to Q0 just to clear everything else out. It's our default little fade time there. Okay, now we're at 0. So now we start in the show, right? So we can just hit our go button. Now we're going to Q1. That was that first one we made. Cool, now I'm gonna hit the go button again, go to Q2, and it's slowly fading into the thing we just made. So there you go. That is the very basic situation for the lights. We're going to make some easier groups for you guys as we go and put them on what's called submasters, and you would turn that all the way down here and make it even easier to program as we go. But I will do another video on that again soon. Sorry this is so long. I hope that helps. The last thing I will tell you to do is save your shows. So I'm not going to do it right now, but when you do, there's this little file browser down at the bottom, and you want to go to File, and then Save As, and then you want to actually click where you want to save it at, which would be Show File Archive. And then you double click it, and you say, you sure you want to save? And then you type in a name, and you would type, and then hit enter, and then it would save under whatever you name it. So I also highly recommend bringing a thumb drive, and you can hit save as, and then save it under the thumb drive. I have one in right now. It's my E drive, same situation. You double click that, and then you say, well, you want to save? Yes, you do. So if you already have a file name started up here and you're manipulating things, and when you're done, you can just hit the save button. You double click that and it'll say, are you sure you want to save? Yes. And then it will save it as the name that's currently in there. So that's, again, the very basic ETC lighting console. In order to turn it off, you hit on this little deal, power off device, click it twice. Are you sure? Click OK, and it will power down, and then you're good. Don't forget to cover it. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.